Following video, a focused conversation about the Registry Service Provider's role in the upcoming ICANN new gTLD round. Venkatesh of newgtldprogram.com sits down with Patrick Donaldson, Director of Sales for RSP Services at Identity Digital, to discuss what aspiring registry operators must know ahead of the ICANN new gTLD round. If you're considering applying, this is essential viewing. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoy the show.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining in a new gTLD talk. Today we have Patrick Donaldson from Identity Digital. He's the Director of RSP Sales for Identity Digital RSP. They offer registry service provider platform for the upcoming new gTLD round, and they also are supporting many registry TLDs as an RSP currently. So we're going to ask Patrick Donaldson to share more details about Identity Digital's approach towards the upcoming new gTLD round. And so we're going to ask him more about the products and services Identity Digital is offering for as an RSP service to the upcoming new GT round applications. Hi Pat, thank you for joining us today.
Hi Venkatesh, thank you for having me.
Perfect. So today we are here in APTLD conference, which is happening in Amman, Jordan. I was able to get hold of Pat, and he's been a very closely associated with this domain industry for many years now, and he would be the right person for us to learn more about the RSPs. So RSPs are registry service providers, which is approved by ICANN this time. There are only few designated RSPs, and registrar, a TLD applicant can choose this time from the list ICANN has published, and from the initial list of RSPs who have been approved, Identity Digital is one among them.
Yes.
So what is Identity Digital offering as a RSP service to the end use, to the new gTLD applicants in the upcoming round?
Great. Well, again, thanks for having me. I'm Pat Donaldson, the Director of RSP Sales for Identity Digital. I'll just start by a quick introduction of who we are, and then I can go over our products and services, if that's okay. Yeah. So at Identity Digital, we're one of the world's largest registry service providers. We power over 460 top-level domains around the world. So that includes country codes, generic top-level domains, and .brands. 260 of those are ones that we actually operate ourselves from the last ICANN round. And so out of the other top-level domains, our partners include country code top-level domains around the world. One of those is .au in Australia. When we migrated those .au to our platform, there were roughly 3.1 million domains, and since then they've grown to about 4.3 million domains. .ai, the country code for Anguilla, we recently brought those to our platform last year. .ai has seen explosive growth, and we've recently surpassed 1 million domain names. We also have other gTLD partners. One of our biggest ones on our platform today is .org, and they've been a partner of ours for many, many years. We also have partnerships with .brand registrars around the world. So I think we have half of the world's .brands on our platform as well.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So
I know a lot of Indian .brand TLDs are also using Identity Digital, like TVS, SBI, and few of them.
Yeah, they're great partners of ours. Yes, absolutely.
Interesting. So Pat, I wanted to ask you about a very specific question. So if when an applicant is looking at selecting an RSP, what are the key points they should look at? What are the key factors which drive an applicant in making a decision about which RSP they need to choose? Because this time ICANN has made sure that in the applicants has to mention which RSP they're going to use.
That's right.
In the application form itself before they're submitting. So it will be happy for our viewers, it will be very beneficial if you can share some information about how an RSP should be chosen.
Well, ultimately, it comes down to what you would like to do with your top-level domain. For me, if I was choosing a generic, I would look for distribution, right? So with Identity Digital, for example, we are connected to 1,800 registrars around the world. So what does that mean? It means that when you're talking to a potential registrar that you want to sell your idea, your new generic top-level domain, you technically just have to sell that. You don't have to also sell them on a back end that they may not be already connected with. So for us, it's just literally a flick of a switch and they're connected to our platform. So it's a lot easier for you to sell your top-level domain. Other things are just take a look at the suite of products that each RSP sells. Since we're fortunate enough to have our own top-level domains, we grow these all day long. So we have built some really great software, including advanced BI tools, to really get into your zone and understand it. So all the tools that we have that we use, you would also have access to those tools. So I think it's really important just to understand when you're looking for RSPs, really show what they're offering you. Are they going to give you abuse management? We do. Are they going to give you the BI tools I mentioned? Are they going to handle your accounting and billing? So the idea is with us, you focus on growing your top level domain, and we'll give you the tools necessary to do so. And that's pretty much our pitch when we talk to every client.
This gives me raises a question for me. So usually in a registrar world, since I usually work with a lot of registrars year around, every registrar who signs up becomes an ICANN accredited registrar. They sign up with the registries, and part of which they also sign up with Identity Digital. Usually they have one wallet funds where they top up the funds and they use it against registrations, renewals, and transfers. So when a partner chooses to use Identity Digital, do they also get into the same pool of TLDs of Identity Digital? And do you use the same financial suites and tools and the wallet funds which Identity Digital holds from a registrar is same utilized against the registration of the partner TLDs?
Yes. So with us, we give you a choice. You can use your own wallet and you can collect funds, or if you want to do funds after you create domain names, or renew domain names, that's completely optional. But what a lot of people choose, a lot of our partners choose, is to go on the Identity Digital wallet. And what that means is every registrar pays in to sell our top level domains, right? The ones that we currently sell. You could also be part of that pool, so you don't have to worry about collecting funds. So with us, at the end of the day, once they sign up and they start selling domains, you don't have to collect funds from them. We're handling all the invoices, all the billing, and literally 2 weeks after the end of the month, we'll send you a check.
That's interesting. And what about promotionals and discounts? If a registry, a TLD owner who partners with Identity Digital and they want to offer discounts in the first year registrations, so does your RSP offer that solutions as well?
Right. So we have again, we would cover this in a demonstration of the product, but we have something called a promo engine. And that's something really easy for you to log into the program and set up the promotions accordingly. And also part of our service is you get an account manager. So if you don't want to do that, or you're worried about messing something up, we also give you that white glove service so you can set that up accordingly.
All right, that's very interesting. So the next question I would like to ask is, what is the right time for a new gTLD applicant to looking for a RSP? Like, what is the timeline when they should be signing a contract? Should they sign the contract before filling out the ICANN application form,
Right.
or do they have a lot of time to do it after the submitting the ICANN application form? How does this going to work?
Well, I certainly recommend that you talk to RSPs sooner than later, especially when the application round opens in April. There's just a drop-down box you can select an RSP. So if you enter into a contract with us, that's great. Our billing really doesn't start until after you really delegate it anyway, so that's a little bit of time. So ultimately, it's great to lock that in now, and then you just click the RSP of choice that you want to go with, and then you can really focus on your application itself, working with someone like Venkatesh or others. So I'd recommend doing the RSP selection sooner than other. You can get demos from software all around the world, and hopefully we're one of them that you would take a look at.
Absolutely. So we are a preferred partner for Identity Digital RSP. So our Identity Digital is one of the RSPs we do recommend to our clients to whom we offer consulting services for the new gTLD next round. So do check them out, and we will do more videos in the future discussing about choosing an RSP and what is the specializations each one offer, and also we'll try to see if we can get a demo out of Patrick in the coming
Love to set
days.
that up. Absolutely,
right? That's interesting. So we have so Patrick, we're going to talk more about .brand TLDs today.
Right.
So .brand TLDs are very unique when compared to the generic TLDs or the gTLDs. So with the gTLDs and generic TLDs, you need to have a distribution channel and you need to sell through a lot of domain registrars. But in case of a .brand TLD, it's just a brand who is applying it for themselves, and they're gonna just register domains by themselves.
Right.
So in this case, like, how does Identity Digital RSP offer services to them? Does the brand has to rely on a different registrar, or do you offer it yourself internally?
Well, we can offer services to brands that contact us directly, but ultimately we're an RSP, so they're going to need a registrar to register the domains. You can register up to 100 domains, I believe, on the gTLD program, but ultimately, if you're going to use your .brand, you probably should have a relationship with a brand registrar or equivalent. So with us, we generally partner with the brand registrars around the world because we feel that they have a whole suite of products that they can work directly with them, and we don't really want to compete with our partners in that regard. So, we don't offer application services. We prefer to submit that to our partners like Venkatesh. Same with our .brand partners. We don't necessarily offer registration services. We want to make sure that they're working directly with .brands, and we are just an RSP in that regard. But every single tool that would be offered, we will provide. In terms of analytics, traffic data, NX domain data, we can provide all of that for you, and we're happy to provide that to any partner we have.
Interesting. So this brings us to the final part of this interview. What is that one advice you would like to give to the new gTLD applicants for the upcoming round from the lenses of an RSP?
Well, operating one TLD is great, but if you can make it happen, it's always nice to have a few more. So
that's a diversified bet, right?
Yeah,
like
it's just a good bet.
do
Yeah.
talk about this particular thing to my clients, is that if you're putting all your bet into just one TLD, it might work, it might not work, you might be successful. But if you apply for 4 different TLDs and try to run it in 4 different niches, or maybe in a broad generics kind of thing, then even just one success will probably be enough to recover the investment from all the 4 TLDs you applied.
That's right. And some TLDs take time. So ultimately, you may launch something that you think has a total target market, and there may be a target market that comes in after you launch that you may not have seen before. And some of that takes time, whereas another one you launch may have, thousands of registrations, a week, and that would be fantastic. But it's ultimately more than one is always good. But if you only have one, that's a great as well. These are great recurring revenue pieces of business, and I highly recommend it to anyone that wants to get involved or that's new to the industry.
Thank you so much, Patrick.
Yeah, thanks for having
me. It was very informative. I hope our viewers had a chance to learn a lot more about an RSP and how to choose an RSP in the upcoming new gTLD round. We'll make sure to share more information about how to choose an RSP, and we'll also try to see how we can get a demo from Patrick about their platform before the new gTLD application round opens. And we are looking forward for a more fruitful collaboration in the future.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Patrick. It was nice meeting you, and see you guys until next time. Thank you.